740. The Fan.
Moore had a big-time sprint at the very end, but I still think that Andrew thought he had that race won. And I don't think he's really pointing any fingers about any possible traffic in front of him. I think he's more disappointed, as you heard him describe, in himself, that it maybe was a premature celebration, because as we saw him lift his arm just prior to the finish line, and then Moore just suddenly sprint by him, and Andrew's first reaction, as we saw, is he pulled his jersey up over his face as if he was embarrassed what had just been happened. And this is a world-class athlete, Andrew Carlson, and just a bitter moment for him this morning. We're live on KFGO and live on 740 The Fan. Congratulations, the Fargo Marathon half marathon champion. Talk about your run today, Joe.
I PR'd by like 30 seconds or more. I don't know what happened. I was just hanging on the whole time.
What happened at the finish line there, Joe, from what you saw? Looked like you and Andrew got maybe hung up in some traffic. What happened at the finish line?
Yeah, I was coming hard, and there's a lot of people around. And I didn't think I was going to catch up, but I know how that feels to be about to win it and get nipped. I was just hanging on for dear life the whole way. I was just trying to hang on to him because I knew he knew what he was doing, and I don't know. I tried not to draft, tried to just run next to him and make it a race, but yeah, I'm pretty surprised.
Andrew, what happened at the finish line?
Well, there's a lot that happened. It wasn't all at the finish line. It was, throughout the morning. I knew I didn't have my legs from early on, so I just decided I was going to wait till the last second to make a move, and that's what I did, and I thought I was going to win, and, next thing you know, there's walkers in the way and getting away, trying to dodge them, and he blew past me, and it's probably a low point for me here today. That was embarrassing, and I just didn't have it. So,
did you think you had the race won until just the final few yards when there was some traffic?
Yeah, once we got into the stadium, I thought I won, and that's why I was pumping a fist, because despite the stresses of the morning and how bad I felt, I thought it was going to work out in my favor in the end, and then. I guess there's just stuff you can't control, but I could have done, the race is 13.1 miles, so every mile matters more than the others. So, I should have been way ahead coming into the stadium, so it's just one of those things.
In your opinion, was there some confusion at the finish line in terms of the lanes where maybe those elite runners in your race, the men's half marathon, were, and some of the other runners?
You can't have walkers waddling down the home stretch, when there's people running for their livelihood, and trying to make a living doing this. And it's just unfortunate the way that it worked out, but that's the way it worked out. So I was thinking about it. I can't change nothing about this.
As you said earlier this week, Andrew, you didn't know how much you would have for this race, if you would be at that 2:01 mark that you've run in the past. So considering how you ran today, is that any consolation for you at this point?
No, not really. But the other guy ran well. I think that might be a personal best for him.
It was.
Yeah, it's one of those things, and he stressed me out the whole race. I was trying to get away from him, and I couldn't do it. So like I said, regardless of what happened the last 50 meters, there was 13.1 miles for me to win that race, and I just never did. So
740.